Hi, I'm Tom Kosakowski. I serve as the Center for Health Sciences Ombudsperson. That means I am a resource for anyone who has a connection to the medical enterprise at UCLA and some sort of concern that relates to the university. I work with faculty, staff, and students about a wide range of issues. So, roommate problems for students, academic issues that students may have, employees with workplace concerns, faculty with research, publishing, and departmental issues. I really work with anyone who has a concern that touches on the life of the university. My work is characterized by four ethical tenets: confidentiality, neutrality, independence, and informality. Confidentiality is what really sets my office apart from others on the campus. People can come to me and know that their meeting is entirely confidential. I won't reveal that they've visited my office or repeat anything that we talk about. We are one of the few exceptions to some of the mandated reporting requirements that are in place within the UC system. So you can come and talk to me about sexual harassment or other perceived violations of policy or ethical issues and know that it remains a confidential matter. The office has a mandate of neutrality, which means that I'm not here to take sides. I won't default to protecting the university or advocating for any special interest. My job is to be that neutral perspective that's available to everyone. And part of that comes from my independence. We report as part of the Chancellor's Extended Office, so I don't have a reporting relationship with the Dean of the medical school or any of the administrators at the hospital. So you'll know that I'm not there with any sort of conflict of interest. Last of all, our office is informal in nature. For those of you that are new to UCLA, you'll quickly find out that this is a large, bureaucratic, governmental institution. There are a lot of formal policies and processes in place, and I'm at least one guide that you can rely on to help you understand how those procedures work, who administers them, when you might want to use them. So even with all that information, you may still have some questions about when to come to me. And I'll give you a couple examples. If you have a question about a policy that is being raised in your own particular situation, you need to take a leave of absence for something, you get a jury summons, etc., and you're not quite sure who to ask, and you're not sure if you want to trust in someone in the dean's office with that issue, you can come to me and I'll help you get an answer without anyone knowing that you consulted me. If you have a conflict with someone else that's part of the university, that is something that you can come to me and get assistance with. Perhaps I'll coach you to handle it on your own. Perhaps I'll be the mediator for two or more parties that have a discrete issue. And last of all, if you meet with Dr. Parker and he tips his head and says, well, have you asked the ombudsperson? That's definitely a clue that you want to come and talk to me about it as well. I have two offices. One is in the Strathmore building, which is right next door to where you received your parking permits or paid a parking ticket. I also have an office in the CHS building. I can usually see people on 24 hours notice. And like I said, my services are entirely confidential, and equally as important, they're free for anyone. So I hope that you'll consider me if you have a concern during your tenure here at the university. If you don't need me, then that's fine, and I wish you all the best.